What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and for today's WWE news video, there really isn't a whole lot to talk about, but it's pretty big, pretty massive. So for this video, I'm going to be talking about Kevin Owens re-signing with WWE, Liv Morgan injured, perhaps, and probably the weirdest topic that I'm going to talk about, which will be the first thing that I'm going to talk about. WWE interested in MJF. Huh. I wonder what that's about. Because you guys know, if you guys know, and this is just from what I've seen on social media, apparently MJF is currently currently in a rivalry with CM Punk. You guys know Punk's been back in the wrestling has been back in wrestling for a minute now, and apparently WWE has been extremely interested in bringing MJF to WWE, and this was actually courtesy of Andrew Zarian over from that was a part of the Wrestling Observer Radio. Big shout out, of course, no copyrights. Y'all know how this works with the algorithm, of course. But apparently multiple people within Fox and USA have reached out to Zarian, discussing how MJF's rivalry with Punk spiked a high level of interest from WWE. Honestly, I'm not too keen on MJF coming to being in WWE. I think he's better off where he is now, because I'm sure if MJF does get signed with WWE in the future, then it's clear that he may end up getting lost in the shuffle. From what I've been hearing, apparently his current deal with AEW, again, I don't watch AEW, just as a disclaimer, of course. Apparently his deal with them is going to be up in 2024. So in about 2 years, actually 2 years. So as far as whether or not he will get into WWE remains to be seen, but honestly, it could be interesting. But I'm not really holding my breath with this one. Honestly, I'm not holding my breath. If he does get signed with WWE, it could be interesting. But I'm not gonna I'm not really holding my breath. But I mean, it is what it is. MJF coming to WWE would be like, okay, but only time will tell as far as when MJF will come to WWE. But odds are he'll probably end up staying in NXT for about a year, couple years, and then end up getting signed to the main roster. But that brings us to the announcement of Liv Morgan's injury. Now, if you guys saw this past Monday on Raw, she challenged Becky Lynch to a rematch for the Raw Women's title at Day 1, which will be why is this here? For WWE Day 1 at the beginning of the year in January on January 1st, 2022. And then as as Liv Morgan went into the ring to attack Becky Lynch took Liv's arm and literally destroyed it by using the steel steps. And apparently on Raw Talk, it was announced that she had suffered a deep bone bruise and a strained radial collateral ligament in her left arm. So, obviously her arm's been broken to a certain extent, and then when she was in a weakened state, Becky Lynch was like, you know what? Sure, I'll accept your challenge, but you might want to put some ice on that. It's obvious that Becky Lynch does not see Liv Morgan as a threat, but funny enough, they did the same thing with Lita back in the day, and she became women's champion. It happened with Carlito when he debuted in WWE. Said that he wasn't going to be a threat to the United States title, to the Intercontinental title. He became champion. So it's pretty much bound to happen at some point, in my honest opinion. But I will say this. I will say this. If Liv Morgan does become Raw Women's Champion, she'll have earned it. She'll have earned it so much because she's busted her ass year after year after year, week after week. No matter what brand she was on, whether it was Raw or SmackDown, she would always bust her ass and prove how much the title means, how much a championship means to her. And I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that Liv Morgan may end up not even at 100% come day one. But given the fact that we're only just a couple weeks away from day one, she doesn't have a whole lot of time. But we'll see. But we will see. But that brings us to Kevin Owens re-signing with WWE. Yeah, he made the announcement that he knew that it was right for him to re-sign because of the fact that he did it for his family. Now, do I commend him for that? Absolutely. It was noted a while back that his deal with WWE was going to expire in a little over a month. So right around the time of like February-ish, somewhere around there. And he said that, and apparently he has indeed re-signed a brand new multi-year deal with WWE. And it said that he said that he did it for his family, and it was the easiest decision of his life. So, shoutouts to him, and we now know that as of this past Monday, we now know that at day one, it'll be Big E defending his WWE title against Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and now Bobby Lashley, after Lashley had defeated all three men in one single night, which that's impressive. That is impressive. For a guy like Lashley to do something like that is absolutely insane. It is absolutely insane. And there was a lot of speculation that he was going to leave WWE to go to AEW because of the fact that when he was on the independent scene back in the day, he had teamed up with apparently he had teamed up with the Young Bucks and Adam Cole. Baby. They had came up with some weird ass name. I don't know what the hell the name was, but it was teased on social media. But apparently, that's not the case. But we do know that WWE had made a great offer to Johnny Gargano but apparently he opted not to re-sign, and also with Kyle O'Reilly, whose name was also on that list, he also chose to leave. So I'm not really sure if they'll end up coming back to WWE, but if they do, but if Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano do re-sign with WWE in the future, I can pretty much guarantee that they may end up having to jump ship to the main roster, especially Kyle. I think Kyle's more fit for the main roster than this new breed of NXT, because you guys know Gargano and Kyle were a part of NXT, of the original of the black and gold version of NXT. And if I'm going to be completely honest here, I feel like instead of, and this might sound crazy, but I feel like instead of LA Knight, I think it should have been Kyle O'Reilly in War Games with Team Black and Gold, because had that have been the case, I can pretty much guarantee that Black and Gold would have won. But at the same time, it wouldn't have mattered because of the fact that the end result would have been probably would have been the same, with Carmelo Hayes ripping the referee from his 3 count, making him the asshole of NXT. But then again, you've got Grayson Waller as the asshole of NXT, given what he had done to Johnny Gargano last week. But all in all, Kevin Owens re-signing with WWE, absolutely incredible. I think WWE is more fit for him than AEW, because of the fact that if he were to stay with if he did go to AEW, I feel like it's if he may end up getting lost in the shuffle, just like with Adam Cole. He's already lost in the shuffle based on what I've seen on social media. So maybe Adam Cole should have stayed in WWE, and he would have done even more than what he's doing in AEW. But only time will tell as far as the future for them. But who knows? But that brings me to also before I sign out, I actually have a couple of announcements. The first one is that, let me go to my calendar really quickly. Is in 2 weeks. In one of my big announcements is that in 2 weeks I'm actually going to be doing something very special to end 2021. So I might have done this in my last video, but as of December 26th, which will be a week from this Sunday, I'm gonna be doing a video. I'm gonna be doing a video every single day leading into WWE Day 1, with the exception of the 30th and the 31st, where I'll be doing 2 videos during those days. The first one, actually, let me backtrack that. The 29th, starting on Wednesday the 29th, I'll be doing 2 videos that day. I'll be doing my predictions for WWE Day 1, and I'll also be doing a Christmas Q&A of sorts. So if you got a sort of like end of the year Q&A, so I'll be posting on my Instagram story a little Q&A box. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, the link will be in the description. you guys will be able to send. You guys will be able to submit your questions. Ask me whatever you want. There are no limits. No limits. Ask me whatever you want on that day. On the 30th, I'll be doing a WWE news video or a deck profile depending on what goes on, and also a top 10 greatest moments in WWE for 2021. Friday will be the last episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue of the Year, where I will be doing something very special with that one. I got a couple things in mind, but I will also be doing top 10 Yu-Gi-Oh sets of 2021, and then on New Year's Day, I'll be doing the results for day one, but I might do something else as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that whole week. Stay tuned. It's going to be a hell of a week. And as far as 2022 goes, you guys will have to see. You guys will have to see what 2022 holds for the channel. But that brings me to the question of the day. Question of the day. Which company do you guys think MJF is best suited for? WWE or AEW? Let me know in the comments below. And that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button if you guys are new to the channel. And you guys want more WWE news videos, which typically get posted every Thursday. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All the links will be in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me and want me to open up on the channel, my address will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.